you to subscribe to my only hoarding, only hoards, my only hoards. I'm so broke, guys. I had to go cut my own hair because I'm so broke, guys. I'm so broke. And then I shaved my face, and now we look like I'm 30 instead of almost 40. Right? Yeah. My nose is more screwed up. That thing, I don't know. There's some way someone could poke that and it'll stop that. It's a blown blood vessel. I don't think it's cancer because my nose would have fell off by then because it's been like for like 15 years. Um, alright, so now I know why I'm broke, even though I'm kind of broke, but not as broke as other people. But definitely, money has been spent. Money has been spent for whose benefit? Whose benefit money has spent? So I just looked at my order history for the transmission filter kit. I bought another one because I have. Oh my god. Oh my god, he has extra parts. Oh my god, he has boxes. Oh my god, he has extra parts and boxes. So over there, there's two deep pans. Is there? No. Are those deep pans or are those rotors or drums? I don't know. No, that's where they are. Those are deep pans up there. Those are two brand new GM deep pans, which are light gauge, believe it or not. The older 90s cars had way thicker, stronger transmission pans. Too bad I cannot find a deep pan of this vintage with that stupid drain plug. They don't have them anymore. They leak anyway, and the drain plug's kind of garbage. Um, I wish I could find some, but the junkyard usually drills holes in them. So, yeah. I know how to straighten them now because Whitey's was a little warped, and I thought it was really warped, and it wasn't. And then some bozo here threw away the piece of glass that was like the size of that mat that I used to use to make sure that the pan was flat. And I would hammer it all down and everything and make sure it was perfect. But someone one day, high as a kite, they smashed some glass outside. So now I don't have my leveling glass anymore. Okay, just screw me over some more. Why not? That little piece of glass had to be busted. It was a good piece of glass. Probably about $50 to buy that piece of glass. I found it in the trash. So someone's head needs to get exploded like that. Anyway, so I bought another transmission kit. I don't know if it's going to come like that. And I realized that I've been buying them since 2010. I bought one, I bought two, I bought three. Wow. Wow. Now I bought four. So that's over like $100. That was over $100 for three. So now I'm on like 134 or something. Well, okay. That's just one thing. Then I bought brakes for this car. Then I bought brakes. Poopy face. Poopy face. Poopy face. Poopy face. Poopy face. Alright, that's 24. You owe me $60 now. Poopy face. Poopy face. You better be donating your money. Poopy face. That's like $200 right there you owe me now. Anyway, poopy face. So let's get on with what I'm saying here. Um, that's money, and I bought brakes on this car, rotors, pads. Okay, I bought the AC compressor. That was like whole the AC job was $380. Probably the brakes for this were around $300. Um, I don't even know what else I put on this. All right, so that's just one vehicle. Then Old Blue. What did I buy in Old Blue? Like a lot. Brake pads, rotors, rear brake stuff, belts, hoses, coolant tank. I bought steering horn parts, horn rings, specialty tools to fix it, CV axle, boots, fluids, gear oil, ATF. I bought all the ATF. I bought the filters, the light bulbs, you name it. I bought it. I bought it. Then I remember someone ranting and raving here, ranting and raving, saying that, oh, That's why I don't pay him back any money anymore when he fixes the car. So they actually knew that. They actually knew that. And I used to bring it up. I used to bring it up that I am not doing this shit for free anymore because I'm getting fucked over here. And then if someone just gives me a bad attitude all the time, they're not even appreciative. They're not appreciative of what is done, and they're not appreciative of who's fucking paying for it. I'm appreciative of that some people pay for it, but still, I ain't playing no freaking game, man. If it's your car and you're gonna go trash it and trash everything that I do anyway, I don't want to have to pay 2 cents on it. Even my labor rate's fucking bullshit anyway. Labor rate's bullshit. Again, this is like, this is like thousands of dollars of labor here. You take it 20 more times. Poopy face, 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 poopy face. Times 20. I said it. So anyway, that was that. That's a nightmare job. I never really used that seal after that seal. So all that was done, and then I stopped. I said ATF is old as anything because I stopped. I stopped buying stuff. So I figured it was bankrupting me. It was bankrupting me. And then other people would bitch, oh my god, he bought a welder. Oh my god, he bought an AC machine. But guess what? The freaking AC is working on the car because I have a welder and an AC machine. Because things have to be welded out. No, I use Wagon Guy's welder, but he's not around anymore. He's in another location. What if he still has that welder? That was funny. I think I told him how to mod it too. That was years ago. And make it less sparkful. But yeah, I wonder why I broke. Because he spent a lot of money. I took the steering wheel off this car. And I put back on the ripped one. Because I paid $380 something for that OEM brand new steering wheel. And someone just goes out of their way just to light up everything and burn holes in everything in the car and make it stinky. So I didn't pay $380 for a steering wheel just so someone can destroy it, in 5 to 15 miles. That just doesn't make sense to me. Well, I bought all the oil for the car too. The oil that I use, I bought it. Yep. So anyway, I'm into this shit for like literally probably about like $35,000 or something. I'm literally into everything for. It's a crazy amount of money. And yeah, I'll never be paid back for it. And I don't even own it. I should go take that grill off the car. I bought the grill for the car because someone else crashed into the something and broke the original grill. Split it right in half. Probably would have been fixable, but I didn't get to that point. Yeah. I bought the mirror glass for Old Blue. Then I repoed it back because I was not repaid $380 for the mirror. Actually, no, $280 for the mirror glass. That's how much I paid. But the value of that mirror glass is around $380 now. So I repoed it back. Like the steering wheel, because that was just the steering wheel, $380, and the mirror $280. Add that up, crazy amount of money. But then again, someone will rant and rave, and they'll say, "Oh, we're never gonna pay you back, and this and that, and this is that, and this is that." Some narc control freak shit that goes on, and it's always a bad attitude. So it's just kind of funny. That's why you don't really show much anymore with the automotive stuff. I literally just did this ATF job because I felt bad for how abused old truck is. How abused, how what a good vehicle it is. A bulletproof vehicle, and how abused it was. And how someone has been talking about transmission service for over 50,000 miles in 5 years. And it was not done. It was not done, and it is in really, really, really bad shape. Or was. No clutch material though, which is strange. This was bad fluid, burned fluid. So that means that, yeah. What did I else do with this car? Airbags I put in the back. That was another like $100 something. I don't know. I bought the lower control arm things. That was probably like, I don't know, $300. I never get any of this shit back. Just like I told you, I probably spent about $35,000 on vehicles that aren't even mine. And that's why and plus tools. You want to add in the tools that I bought too. Probably add another 10,000 in there. So that's probably another about $45,000 that I spent on automotive parts and on tools. It's just a crazy amount of money. So that's why we broke. When I wonder, where'd it go? Where'd it go? And broke. So, that's that. And then people will brag about, oh, that's why I don't pay them back, and this is why I don't do this anymore, and this is why that. Yeah, that's why I don't. And then, oh, that was the other deal. Oh, he doesn't want to buy parts anymore. That's what it was last week. When old truck threw a check engine light, and I still got to do it. I got to put in a pressure sensor in the top. I'll probably do it this week because the light's gonna be back on again. I might have to unbolt the tank. Hopefully they don't fill the tank up. I told them, try not to keep the tank low, but they won't listen. It'll be filled up again tomorrow. So, that's why he doesn't want to buy parts anymore. Yeah, no shit, I don't want to buy parts anymore. He ain't ordering no more. Fuck no, I ain't ordering no more. I ain't ordering no more. You trashed it, you pay for it. You're lucky I do the labor. I don't complain about it. Anyway, I like to do the labor because I show other people in the world, and sometimes I show people, not anymore really, but then they figure it out and they learn. Anyway, my ability to get challenges though or deal with challenges is getting lower and lower and lower. That's what I need. I need a heavy duty seat clamp. It costs $80 though. I can't afford it. Now I can straighten out some frames and stuff. But anyway, who was that? A-Boss Gaming owes me money because I said poopy face, something like that, 100 times. And at least 6 times I said it, maybe 12. And yeah. It will never be a even straight deal. Never will be. It's always a lower deal, and I'm the one getting fucked all the time. So that's what you get for a buddy deal. Yeah, like the frogs out there banging around. So poopy face. John the Fisherman, you get $20 from A-Boss Gaming too. He said poopy face. Or poppy face. Is that poopy or poppy? Poppy face or poopy face? Isn't P poopy P-O-O-P-I? I don't know. Look, this thing got water damage on it too, the box from Waterman, who wants to flood everything. Oh, that's another thing. Last year I lost around $10,500 of stuff because they flooded it. I also returned a bunch of car parts that I bought, and I spent, I don't know, $150 on the car parts. I returned them all. Old Blue needs it, a valley pan gasket and the intake gaskets, because someone flooded the whole place out, and they turned the faucet on. They're probably on drugs or something. Turned the faucet on, then went back to bed, and then the house had this much water in it. Ever sell this place, they've shit disclosed that there's this much water on the floor about 3 times now. Came through all this wall, poured in here, poured all over the place, even poured out the doors. That's how much water it was. It stinks like mold. It was never tore out. There's probably mold in the walls. What do you think happened? You think there's mold in the walls because people flooded out the place? I don't know. Surprised they didn't have any water next door. Maybe they did. I don't know. 3 times. Not once, 3 times. Left the windows open on that thing multiple times too. It flooded out the interior. And that's why the horn didn't work for years either. It was all corroded. And it corroded off and worn the contact because it kept getting flooded. And then the gauge cluster. They actually left the driver's door open on that truck during a torrential downpour for about 35 minutes. They left the driver's door wide open, like a door. They left the door wide open like this. Went inside. Had no idea it was raining. and came back and it was drenched in, you know, who can possibly do something that dumb? I don't know. We worked with people like that at the car auction. It did not last very long. We had a bunch of complete idiots like that who would constantly leave the windows down on the car and leave the doors open. And the place was always getting damage claims and getting tired of it. But I don't know, it's a serious problem. Anyway, why am I solving the serious problem? I'm escaping from it slowly but surely. But I'm going to use up everything that I did actually pay for. But I am not paying for anything else. That's the game. Because I tried to sell it. I did try to sell it. And I actually did sell some things. Which is cool. I did try to sell it. Oh, I bought a taillight for $48. And then they crashed into something. And they claim that someone crashed into them. But they really crashed into something. But it's always when they say someone crashed into them, they crashed into something. Because nobody ever crashes into you. That's how it works with them. All the damage on the vehicle is done by them. Nobody, like someone else did that? No. That's someone driving. Cracked bumper cover, that's them. Cracked rear bumper cover, that's them. Side swipe side, that's them. Side swipe this side, them. You know, everything. Everything. It's always someone else though. That's the typical narc way of doing stuff. It's always someone else's stuff. It's sick. It's sad, and it's really sick. It's saddening. That's what it is. Anyway, that's why we broke for. We're just adding it up. I'm surprised I actually got that job done. I was about to yank the freaking thing out with my tow truck chain over there. Some of that chain was thrown out. I think Hopper drew that out when they got a new truck. Poor Hopper. Oh, they scratched the hood. That's more damage. Yeah, more damage. Scratched the hood. Sparked the windows. Dented the door. Messed up the bumper. Yeah, I can't have anything. So that's why I stopped spending on automobiles, and everything's in pretty bad shape. Pretty bad shape. And then it's all my fault when it doesn't get done. And it's all my fault. And I'm just talking about stuff and this and that. And I get all this bullshit told to me. When the main thing is, I paid for it. Not my shit. I do it. I did the labor. I bought the tools. Especially tools. You know. How much more do you want? And then it's a problem. And then I go through all that and make it nice. And then someone screws it up on me. Over and over and over. Tell me I'm not crazy. Over and over and over again. It's screwed up. I gotta fix that jack because that's screwed up. Anyway, that doesn't make no sense to me. It's a matter of principle, and that principle don't make no sense. Anyway, that's why we pour. That's why we pour. And now there's a problem. Oh, you have too many boxes. Oh, you have too much stuff. Oh, this and that. Too much this, too much that. Oh, too much. I'll get rid of a lot of shit though, fixing it. Too much of this. Too much. Now we have a problem with that every day. Too much stuff. Oh no, he's buying car parts. Oh no, he's buying this. Oh no, what about back in the day? Oh no, he's buying tools. He's buying more tools. Oh my god, he's buying more tools. He's buying more tools. That's what used to be a bitch about. Yelling and screaming inside. He's buying more tools. I remember that. I have it on video, actually, or I might have it on video. If I do have it on video, it'll be sweet. I might have it on video. I have a lot of archives. One day I'm going to have all my threatening emails and that were sent to me, which was pretty dumb on their part. And the threatening phone messages. And the threatening yelling. It's all going to be on one day. It's all going to be used for something fun. Anyway, big hook. Yeah, piece by piece though. We'll get it by. I bought that to flush out the transmission. I bought it. I say it all the time. I'll take all that goddamn parts out of the cars because I paid for all of them anyway, and I pretty much did. You paid for very little. What did they pay for? Tires on this car? Probably about it. I painted it. And last year they were being an ass. That's what I actually did. I painted it. I painted that. What I did. Where is it? See the scratch marks? I started sanding it off. I started sanding it off because I painted it. And I did it on the roof. And they were bitching about stuff. So I said, okay, let me go disable everything I've done on this poor car too. And then I returned what I was gonna try to fix this weird ass freaking hot stall problem. I returned when I was gonna try to fix the weird hot stall problem on this because someone was being a clown again. Then I wrote F. I might have wrote FU. Yeah, I did. FU. I sanded it into the roof. FU because someone was being a jackhole, and I actually painted that. No one will ever notice it though because we're too not. That was a year ago. I think I have that on video and I sanded it in there. Anyway, what a piece of crap. It'll just happen again and again. Next time, though. Yeah. Hopefully the weather holds up, though. And I can get a couple more things done. I ain't too worried about the people and their shitty attitude and everything. One day you're just going to die anyway. And being that crappy and mental like that, you're just going to go to hell. So, maybe they should think about that. You're going to have to answer to someone. Being that abusive to everything. Abusing. This thing forward, this thing's better. Look, better parking job now. Nice. I gotta move that truck back. It's the perfect spot. Right there. Perfect spot. Anyway, you're gonna have to answer to someone. Being that crappy. Throwing away people's stuff that they have or trying to sell. Throwing away other people's belongings. Destroying what you paid money on. Oh, what about the truck? I spent $800 to go paint the truck. And then the same person crashes into it. And they said, well, you shouldn't have done that then. Shouldn't have spent money. Should have just left it all peeling. So someone in their HOA will go complain about it. And the whole thing's peeling. And the paint chips are falling off of it. You know, okay. Sure thing. And then, what if we bring it up? What if you bring all that up? It'll be, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. That's what it'll be. Oh, we got another hose over there we can use. I don't know what you're talking about. That's the defense mechanism. It said people. Anyway, that's where we broke though. Where's my rusty clamp? I don't know, it's a pretty cute little rusty clamp I just used. We're gonna go flush out all blue. And we will not be reimbursed for $46 and $46. What does that come out to? So it was over $34 for the filter. I bought it, and it was 30. What did I say? 46 and 46 for the fluid. I don't know. I won't be reimbursed for it. Won't be. But what I will do next time someone is being an ass, I will drill a hole through the freaking pan and reclaim my used fluid because I paid for it and I have the invoice to prove it. So, don't be an ass. Anyway, it's nice though to repair shit, but I don't like to repair stuff because there's always a bad mental attachment to it due to said people. If they just weren't crappy most of the year, I mean, not crappy maybe for 2 weeks, but crappy for most of the year, things would be a whole lot smoother. But it's not me, that's all I know. It's not me. I also had a future what I was doing. And then all my stuff was dragged here. Almost to the day, 16 years. Almost to the day. So, that was that. Someone's bad decision and you sucked into it will sometimes be a long time until you figure out, we gotta change the fuel filter, until you figure out how you're going to fix it. That backpack also was in the truck, and like someone was gonna throw it away. But yeah, I took it back because that's my backpack. I bought that backpack actually with my own money, and someone was probably gonna throw it out the window or something. That's pretty cool. Anyway, is that mirror cracked? I hope not. Might be. Could be. I don't know. They're still overspray in this car, you can tell. But yeah, we were supposed to use this thing, but I didn't get around to it. Another thing, I have oil outside. I have to make one jug out of another. Whitey needs an oil change, so I'll use the what is this? A tiny bit. Yeah, that will work for like 5.1 quarts. Or this one will work for 5.1 quarts. I don't know. Probably this one. Yeah, let's put this one. We'll use 540 in the truck. And I'll put that in there. And we'll get rid of that. So what do we need? We need a gallon and a split one. If I have it, I can get rid of more of that crap, which would be great. I think the older oil's in there. I think I have too much old oil, and I got a bunch of gear oil that I bought, and brake fluid, which I will never be also refunded for doing said job. So I'm actually better off being a mechanic handyman for outside people, and I could charge them money, and I will get more back and actually a refund, like my materials and parts and tools, than I will for my own family members, which is even more messed up. And then the own family members will bitch and complain about you and everything. Meanwhile, you're giving them a very good deal for repairs that would cost them, I don't know, sometimes over the years about $6,000 to $7,000 for repairs. But I guess they don't care because they say that I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. So I didn't care. I didn't care. Like that window will never be fixed on that car or the antenna. Because guess what? You got to buy a window and you got to buy an antenna. And guess what? I'm not buying one. No siree, Bob. What I will do though is kick up those rear drum brakes so the brakes kind of work. And I might show you how to stop the weird clicking sound on the front when I got to go reclench the outer brake pad. And we got to sell these Titanic boxes. But anyway, I'm out of here. I think I'm going to turn this thing off because it's going to bug me all night. I claimed it doesn't work, but it does work. A lot of things are operator error. And yeah, my buckets are outside. I gotta go through them and get rid of a lot of them. But we'll get there eventually. It'd be nice when I'm kind of half-assed done with a fluid exchange stuff. That was my goal. I want to go hit up the parts store with a bunch of used oil, like the flush oil. I'll get rid of, and then I'm gonna try to do the front differential, transfer case, and rear differential. I'll get rid of a bunch of gear oil, and I get rid of that whole stash over there. And yeah, be good. And then what else? I think Whitey needs a gear oil change in the back, and that's everything else is pretty okay. The spark plugs and wires will be all right. All the coolant's good. Yep. And we can't make everything perfect because someone will find a way to make it not perfect and destroy it. But yeah, I'll go on time. I remember someone came in here and looking around, going, oh, this is all your shit. This is all your shit. When it's packed, it's been packed for since 15 years. All that same stuff was on there. Oil, that's what was new. The oil was new, and the gas cans were new. And then they say we have too many gas cans now, but then it's okay to have that many gas cans when we have an emergency. I personally feel that's a good amount of gas cans, and I wouldn't want any less. Because so many people only have 2 cans or 3 cans. I have like 25. But it's very handy when there is a disaster. And you could fill and fill and fill. And then you're not going to be waiting on those fuel lines. You'll be good for months. And even when the storm's kind of over and people have still like waiting on the gas lines and you need gas for your car, well, those little babies have filled up. And for about a month, you're just going to be tank filling your car until it's all gone. So, it's not a big deal. Look at this brand new hose. Someone destroyed it. 6 minutes and destroyed. I don't know how people can be like that, man. Animals. 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 Why is this thing falling apart? We don't know. Falling apart. Animals. Anyway. Yeah, that was a moody mood. They sold all their fire stuff when they were in a bad mood. Sold it all on eBay for super cheap. I don't know why you would do that for. Anyway, people are bored. People are stupid. People drag boxes over your hood and scratch the paint. So, anyway, we'll get that. That's why I should sell those GMT 800 mats. Because someone else is going to destroy them and burn holes in them. That's why I took that one back out. So I picked it. You know, they actually stored this thing. It was a mint shape. This format, they stored it in a non-climate controlled place for X amount of years, and it was folded, and that happened to it. Yeah, nice. And then they hauled off a bunch of my stuff. I'm still missing about 10 things, and they say I have it all, but I don't. So that's cool. That's more money lost. Now, why do I still help these people after all these stories? That's what I want to know. Why do I still help them? I don't know. That's a good question. I think I'm going to stop. I think I'm tired of getting screwed every time. I don't know. I think I'm tired of getting screwed. Being put in a bad position. Like, this whole area is finally picking up, but it took 16 something years for it to pick up. And actually, you'll earn an okay wage here instead of $9-10 an hour. Isn't that messed up? It would be $9-10 an hour for years and years and years, busting your ass in the hot heat. There was no future. There was no future at all here. And now there's a little bit, but it's still not the best. You're better off moving on. Like a lot of people on Craigslist said, my age is telling me, get the hell out of here. That's what they tell me. Get out of this place. I think they have good advice. I go, I'm working on it. But it's going to take a little bit of time, and it is going to take some time. Anyway, I'm starting to sweat. So I'm out of here. And tomorrow, maybe I'll show you how to flush your transmission through the cooler line. This car is really easy to do. Wow, I think it was this one. You just crack it, and it comes out. But actually, what you should do, that's the wrong way of doing it. You probably should crack this one, because that's the one that shoots out, so now you're flushing the cooler. Over here, you're not flushing the cooler. So you should really take this one out and put a barb and a hose in it, and then you can flush it right from there. It's pretty cool. This fluid, though, it got a little murky, though, on me, but I don't want to pull it out, because you want to breaking the thing over time. Yeah, it got murky on me. I think all the idling did it. And it's my new pressure switch and other things. We still good on coolant over here? Yeah, we good on the coolant. That's the old thing, man. The old people used to go bang on the tank. We had to go check the coolant on the used cars. I can't see the damn thing. That old guy died. I remember hearing in my head right now. Poor old Bill. He's dead now. He said he used to. I had no idea. On his obituary, he was a FAA guy. I totally forgot his name until we watched the movie, and the person's name was Delaney. And then I remembered, oh shit, that was the old guy's name. I looked it up. Sure enough, he died. I think in like 2018 or something. He was old, man. He was old then. Still going. Had the scars on his knees, like 2 knees replaced. His jaw was all weird too. I think he said he had like jaw cancer or something. And it was all wired shut, and Then I think he left and he said his cancer came back and he said I'm just not dealing with that again. And who knows, maybe he died of that again, I don't know. Poor dude. He was cool. I think he was from Michigan and then Chicago and I don't know, Ohio. He was all over the Midwest. Yeah, tall guy too for an old guy. He was like 80. Tall. Yeah. Anyway. We're out.